Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with random reviews from the Overflow room. Yes, and today we have our third video dedicated to the music of Gustav Holst. Some rather cool recordings of Gustav Boy. Yeah. I mean, there's more to him than the planets. Not much, but no, there is more. There really is. We've gone through most of it. So let's see what we have here. Three-dimensional sound, audiophile quality remastering, great performances of the 20th century. They've got to be on drugs because these things were recorded in like the, tens or something like that. They are old recordings in grotty sound. So don't buy the remastering thing. I don't even know what label this is. It was some disc, Avid. I mean, that existed in reality enhancement technology. Okay, it has and it has repitching. Well, if it needed repitching, then something wasn't too good in the first place. But let's see. Do we have dates on any of these things? That would be really too much, wouldn't it? But what the hell? Let's see what we have. Holst, The Planets with the BBC Symphony, conducted by Adrian Bolt. Him who did the premiere. But if it's with the BBC, it was during Bolt's early phase, because that's what he did. Let me see. Do they have a date? Why would they bother with a date? Adrian Bolt. No, it doesn't seem like it. He was so incredibly associated with work 5 times. This classic recording was made in the Corn Exchange, Bedford, in early January 1945, because the BBC had been evacuated from London. So they were evacuated to the Corn Exchange. And, well, it sounds lousy, but Bolt really knew the work. You can get more recent recordings. Then we've got some Walton conducting Walton. So these date from, let's see, is this Sir Adrian Bolt too? Wait a minute. We've got the Portsmouth Point Overture with Adrian and the BBC, Siesta with the London Phil under Walton, and the Spitfire Prelude and Fugue with the Halle under Walton, which, when were these? At 45. These are all from the 40s, it looks like. And there you go. They're like historical on this nameless label, which surely no longer exists. It probably didn't exist even when I actually got the disc originally. Who knows? I'm completely baffled, but there it is. So, Holst doing that. Then we've got, the Naxos historical Holst, the Planets, and Vaughan Williams 4, conducted by their composers. Now, this Planets dates from 1926. I believe this is the electrical one. Holst did an electrical one and an acoustic one. I could be wrong, but I think this is the electrical one. And also his marching song, Opus 22, number 2. These are all with the London Symphony under Holst himself. And then the Vaughan Williams 4th, conducted by Vaughan Williams, which is still a scorcher of a performance, even though the sound is crappy. And there we go. So they offer undimmed and thrilling recorded testaments. Well, they're dimmed. Who are we kidding? But, Holst doing the Planets was really exciting. It's very fast. His tempos were always very quick. Then we've got, this is the acoustic one. Yes, the acoustic recordings. There we go. They are brimming with energy, and despite the inadequacies of early recording methods, the performances are a unique achievement. Well, there's so much puffing going on here. Let me get the date for the first Planets, just so that we're all on the same page here. Of course, it would be helpful if they just put it on the back or someplace really, really convenient. But let's see. He conducted recordings for him between 1922 and 1925. Let's see. What does it say? Matrix numbers. Yes, 1925. So I guess, and then the following year, which was 1926, he did the electrical one. I mean, if anything needed electricity, it was the Planets, right? But these are Holst's acoustic recordings of his own music. He was an uncomfortable conductor. He wasn't a very good conductor. But you get the Planets, the St. Paul's Suite, Benny Mora, well, that's fun, Songs Without Words, and other goodies. And so here they are on Pearl. Yeah. Then we've got this thing. Oh, the hymns from the Rig Veda. This is wonderful, this disc. David Wilcox, the Royal Philharmonic, the Royal College of Music Chamber Choir on Unicorn Kanchana. The Kanchana was the daughter of the guy who owned Unicorn, by the way, in case you were curious. So we've got choral hymns from the Rig Veda, Opus 26. The Hymn to Dionysus, Opus 31, number 2, and 2 Eastern Pictures with Ozzie and Ellis harp and the Royal Phil. I already said all that with David Wilcox. But let me just see which choral hymns you get. Yes, from the Rig Veda, the first group, the second group, the third group, the fourth group. I think that's all of them, isn't it? I think, maybe? I don't know. There are a bunch of them, but they are so beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And this was a wonderful disc. I mean, somebody should really do a new one with all of the Rig Veda goodies. Then we've got, let's see. Oh, look at this. Holst at the Boar's Head and the Wandering Scholar. We've talked about these in prior videos, but here they are coupled, these 2 chamber operas or one-act operas, and they're fun. At the Boar's Head is based on Falstaff. You know, it's from Henry IV, actually, is the play that it's taken from. And the Wandering Scholar is in opera in one act, edited by Britton and Imogen Holst. And it's about a wandering scholar who we've talked about a lot. He wanders frequently. We've got the Royal Liverpool Phil under David Atherton in the Boar's Head, and the English Chamber Orchestra and Opera Group under Stuart Bedford, with very good singers. Michael Rippon, Norma Burroughs, Michael Langdon, Robert Tier in The Wandering Scholar, Philip Langridge, John Tomlinson, Felicity Palmer, David Wilson Johnson, in At the Boar's Head. You're not going to hear them better done, so that's nice. Oh, yeah, right. Norrington doing the planets. Yeah, with the Stuttgart Radio Symphony and Elgar's Serenade for Strings. Wonderfully played without vibrato. It's horrible. But the planets doesn't really need vibrato because it's mostly band music anyway. This planets is kind of fun. It's an icy cold, bony, inexpressive, kind of exciting performance. I mean, you'll really hear the celesta because it's like the loudest thing in the orchestra. But it was, I don't know, I liked it when it came out. Tempos are all reasonable. And I still like it. Yeah, believe it or not, I do. I mean, even though it's, Norrington. And last but not least, we have this 2-disc set on in the British Music Collection, which is really first rate on Decca. You get choral hymns from the Rig Veda, set number 3, Savitri, the chamber opera, which is absolutely glorious, about a wife who cheats death for the life of her husband. It's like that wonderful short, Die Döve, where the woman plays the badminton game with death for the soul of her husband, or whatever it is. Then we've got 7-part songs, Opus 44, the Evening Watch, with the Purcell Singers, a fugal concerto, which is only 7 minutes long and lots of fun. The St. Paul's Suite, which is Opus 29, number 2, with Hogwood and the St. Paul Chamber Orchestra. The Perfect Fool Ballet Music with the London Phil and Adrian Bolton, old, somewhat faded recording, but nicely done. Egdon Heath with Bolton, the London Phil, very sparse and spooky. The Hymn of Jesus with Adrian Bolt. This was the only show in town for a long, long time, till Charles Groves came out in glorious stereo, and then Richard Hickox. I mean, it's just a shattering masterpiece. It's totally amazing. And a Moorside Suite with the Grimethorpe Colliery Band under Elgar Howarth. So lots and lots and lots of Holst and lots of out-of-printitude, because this series has been gone forever. So sorry, folks. Didn't mean to get your hopes up. But that does it for Holst. And, it'll be interesting to see what's coming up next. Maybe Hindemith or somebody like that, but we'll see. There's some stuff before Hindemith, if I'm not mistaken. It's over there. We'll go have a look and see you next time. So keep on listening, friends. Thanks so much for joining me. Take care.